You're listening to The Dark Chant, a Dragon Age actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios.
Hello, I'm Bookkeeper, and I'm playing Basilio Foscari, the human ruler. Our pronouns are he, him.
Hello, I'm Glamour. I'm playing Kata, the Kunari mage. Her pronouns are she, they. My pronouns are she, her.
Hello, I'm Overthinker. I'm playing Honora the Mage. My pronouns are he, him. Hers are she, her.
Hello, I'm Byrons. I am playing Eleanor, the Dalish Elf Warrior. Our pronouns are they, he.
And hello, everyone. I'm Grizz. This is my voice for the evening, and I'll be playing everybody else, and they're going to sound a lot alike. How we doing, players?
I sat down 5 seconds ago.
We are very much the pig with the pinwheels in the window. I'm so excited.
We've reached the top of the roller coaster, and wow, that's a long way down. All right, let's do this.
No, it keeps climbing. That's the scary part. There is no bottom. The last time we were all together, it was a brief moment of respite as we started handling some things that have to do with our characters' backgrounds. We had Elnar handle some elf stuff and try to learn a bit more about himself and how he can go about learning more about himself and getting his tattoos and who to talk to and basically get his revenge. We had Honora go to the library.
I also got a dress and a crossbow.
Well, I'm getting there. So excited. You're already in character. I'm so proud of you. And while that was happening, and then directly afterwards, everyone got a new fit. And that's the best part about doing things on camera. We don't gotta update the art. It's amazing. Everyone got a beautiful new fit, courtesy of books. Basilio's friend and basically best contact in the universe, Bonnie, going and getting wonderful new garments to meet the divine with. And then everyone quickly went and gotten some weaponry. Kata was dealing with some things at the moment, and we'll get to that as soon as we can. But first, at the very end of the episode, an individual knocked on Basilio's door. And just seemed to be the absolute friendliest person, who introduced himself as Lord Inspector Marius Vale, and he showed up with Bonnie holding a package that looked very familiar to Basilio and handed it to him promptly, and said, "I'm sorry," before leaving. Lord Inspector Marius Vale informed Basilio that there was no time to wait at all, for the divine was in the other room. And that is where we left off. And that is what we'll pick up as Marius Vale, with his very tall, regal composure, very dressed up in very elegant but very simplistic chantry garb, hands behind his back, gloved hands, a goatee, hair behind his back. Hard to tell where he's from. He has a complexion that could be from literally anywhere. But just very... There are many kinds of eyes that people can have, and some people have them some people are predator-like, and some people, if they're cold, they're viper-like. This is very much the man with the eyes of a wolf that is old and has been around for a while. As he gestures with one gloved hand out into the hallway and gestures to the room that Nora had previously trapped, and the traps were removed, thankfully, to the other room. If you would follow me, Lord Foscari.
Happy to, of course.
Thank you. As it's just a real short walk, he stops, he puts his hand on the door and turns to you and goes, "I hope you appreciate the gravity and the shortness this meeting may have."
Well, I do now.
Thank you. And he opens the door and gestures you in.
Basilio goes in.
All right.
Unless he paid for this room, which he did.
Thanks. It gives you a finger gun. Thanks for paying it ahead of time. No. And you go in. The room is very much the same, but still as elegant as all the other rooms have been in the Gilded Swan. Sitting, hands folded in front of her, gazing out the window down towards the street leading into the bustling streets of Valrio, you do see the Divine Victoria. But not in the said garb of the Divine. She is wearing it's somehow very much like Marius Vale, extremely regal, but some of the most simple things you'd ever see. Like, no one would look at it twice. They'd understand station, but not intricacy. It's understated, like cream with a beautiful like golden lining, but it also has like black filigree along the side of it. A high collar, like clean shaven. She has a few more lines going on in her eyes, but she's very much the same figure that we all remember. Hands full in front of her, and she's just glancing out the window and turns to you. Nods her head. Lord Foscari, my dear,
Your
pleasure to meet
Holiness.
you. Please.
Your Holiness, how may I be of service to you?
Well, first things first, you can take a seat. These chairs are too comfortable to be standing in. You hear like the door shut behind you, and as you go over and take a seat, her eyes giving you like a full look down. She has like a small smile on her face as you take the seat. And the Lord Inspector stations himself on her left side, and the window is here. Let me get started like this. And forgive me for being too abrupt, but it's not every time in my very short tenure as a divine that someone of your family just sends me a letter with, might I say, it felt like almost absolute gibberish, but as someone who knew your grandfather very well, your family doesn't do anything meaningless. There's a clear-cut shot to get my attention. But a few things occurred to us when we saw the name on my desk. It was the kind of letter that wouldn't reach me soon, let alone almost at all for the most part, unless there are more details within. With somewhat of my position and power, a lot of the times I just receive things that are just trying to kill me. That happens more than you might think, my dear. But I wanted to give your name and that of the Crows, who have helped me on many occasions. And with that, the Lord Inspector has dealt with you many times. I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt for the most part, because I don't think you'd suddenly just turn against me, but I'd like to also know a reason why if you did. But the reason I bring it up this way is that the only reason it wound up my death, someone to.
I'm going to need you to say that last sentence again.
The only reason on my death is that little information is wanted.
Your internet hates you right now. You keep roboting, glitching, so I don't know if it's internet or computer.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You try that last sentence one more time.
Okay, cool. Just cut me off earlier if you can, and I can correct it. But the only reason it wound up on my desk, such as it was, with that little information, is because someone wanted it to. My letters are always investigated for details, or just to make sure it's not us fight against me. It's been happening quite frequently, as you might imagine, given what I am. Of course. So, what brought you here?
Well, I come to you with a problem, and I hope the beginnings of a solution. Are you familiar with an object? Well, a bell, supposedly fashioned by the maker himself and given to Andraste.
Just kind of sits back a little bit. You see the Lord Inspector shift in position, but his face doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
I am. It's more of a, it was until just now, a ghost story passed down from divine to divine of brief mentions, and the fact that Andraste did everything she could to make sure no one knew about it, but that
Right.
was thwarted and it was lost to time.
It was apparently buried somewhere beneath Tharavalin, or at least that's what it ended up. It has been witnessed and removed from the place where it was. I don't know if this was the trigger or simply related, but shortly thereafter, a great tide of blood began to run through the underground caverns underneath the Chantry and Tharavalin, eventually starting to bubble up towards the city itself like a flood.
The Foreign Infected Spectre nods and he's speaking to you, but also to her at the same time. That does match the reports that we've been receiving from across the Waking Sea, Your Holiness. And she just kinda takes a second. So what was this letter then?
So the letter, the other thing that was in this this rather vast underground place was a tomb that, best we can tell, we were not able to investigate it really thoroughly due to the tide of blood and a variety of supernatural creatures that seem to want to do us harm. The tomb of Vival, thus the excerpt you have there from Vival's codex.
This is quite a day. These are two things that are written on scraps of paper so faded that you can barely read them.
However, as noted, I would not come to you with this problem if I did not have at least the beginnings of a solution. I have with me... Oh, please, go ahead.
May I see the book?
Yes. And I will open up the parcel and I will offer up the book.
She'll take it, and Lord Inspector Marius looks to you and just goes, "Where were you sending this?"
I wasn't sending it anywhere. I was putting it away for safekeeping in case someone decided that it would be best if the whole thing just tried to disappear.
I see. I will offer my apologies to your friend, of course. We needed to know as many people as you were associated with as possible. In the short manner, of course. You see her like paging through it quietly. There are mentions of her daughters and sons and texts, but she closes it and hands it back to you.
Thank you.
Where is the bell?
No longer where it was.
Of course. They didn't know what it was the biggest concern Andraste had. It did things she wasn't sure of, and she didn't want it in hands of just anybody. But
there are people who are aware it is out and who do appear to be invested in what happens to it. To what end, I have not yet been able to determine.
Who do you imagine would know?
Well, at least one of them appears to be, if they are not a witch of the wilds, they are taking on the affect of such.
I need to go visit an old friend. Well, enemy. Thank you for telling what you have so far. And I will not push, because it's clear that you are protecting someone, I'm going to assume, and I appreciate that.
Well, as I was going to say, I would not come to you with this problem if I did not have the beginnings of a solution, or at least a way for it to become less politically cumbersome for you. I and associates of mine, both here and elsewhere, are aware of the problem, but are limited in our access to resources and people. I would imagine, especially if you are already getting reports from places as far away as Tharavalin about what is happening, that this will become a public matter sooner rather than later. Which means you will need to be able to say, we are doing something about it.
The Lord Inspector speaks up. The information we're getting about Thavaren is confused and frightened, but it is contained at the moment.
That
It does seem...
unless that blood flow stops, that will not remain the case. Eventually,
what I was going
the
to say
waking sea
is...
will start to stain.
It is. What I was going to say is it seems more people are concerned about the sacred accord than any mentions of what you have mentioned so far. So that does help.
Most people don't know what we know in this room.
Yes.
We have been discreet, more or less.
He does. He says the beginnings of a small smile. You have been very patient in your waiting for a response. I do appreciate that. However, I would ask that I'm pretty sure one of your associates, who I think is just your bodyguard, and he seems very good at his job, should stop visiting the alienage so much. Not because of what the alienage is, or what he is, or what anything about him, but of who he's visiting in the alienage. It might lead to other problems. I'm not saying don't go to the alienage and talk to his people, but that one individual is very concerning.
Could you perhaps tell me why?
At this, the Divine Victoria speaks up. Because they've been planning attempts on my life for the better part of 2 months. They hold me directly responsible for the alienage not improving, while I have been making sure the Templars are well taken care of and the mages are comfortable so we don't have a repeat of what happened.
Well then, what I am about to propose may solve several problems with a single swing of the sword. You have a vehicle for deputizing people to investigate matters for you. You have an organization dedicated to that, which has, as I understand it, recently seen some depletion in its numbers.
The Inquisition no longer exists.
I am not talking about the Inquisition. I am talking about one of the organizations that helped establish it, the Seekers of Truth.
The Seekers, Continue.
A warrant appointing us as Seekers of Truth for this matter specifically, that warrant to expire upon our resolution of the problem, would give us the political leverage to go to places and investigate things and look into libraries that other people maybe would not want us to get into, would give you political cover to say, I have appointed people to investigate the matter. And if it all goes to hell, convenient scapegoats.
While I won't appoint you as Seekers of Truth because that is an order that has its own appointments, and that is a very good idea, there is one other thing I'm concerned about before then. And I don't want to use any of you as scapegoats. That's not really my thing. And it never has
I'm
been.
sure you have people for whom it is, but please go on.
Easy. And the inspector looks at you. He's being polite. Who put your letter on my desk?
I don't know. I paid a boy to deliver it to the Chant.
Exactly. There are forces clearly at work that want to know what you have.
Yes.
Singling you out as people investigating this matter will just accelerate their knowledge of you.
I do not know that they are in any way particularly ignorant of us now. Several, at least one or two of them, seem to be able to find members of my company practically at will.
Meaning what?
Meaning they just keep showing up.
Who?
I don't know who she is.
Can you give me more than that? Because what I'm suggesting is that there are people directly under me that wanted me to see that so they could see where I'm going today to find you. If there are other forces besides the ones I'm talking about right now, and they're exploring your acquaintances, as you've put it, I would need to meet your acquaintances. I came to talk to you directly because I truly felt we can have this. But if there are under-associates you that are under fire, I'd like to know much about them as possible, and how we can avoid them being seen by those forces in the future.
It seems to me that presenting them to you and providing you with that information, unless that information is provided to you and to you alone, would run contrary to protecting their privacy.
It's true.
So, do you want to protect their identity from the forces within your chantry? Or do you want to know more about what is going on?
It wouldn't go beyond me. That's what I was saying. I will speak of none of you to anyone, and neither will he.
And you are not followed here?
No. And I'll be careful if you ask the kind of question about me again. You know what I'm capable of.
I do know what you're capable of. And you also do not know how that letter ended up on your desk. So there are clearly gaps.
There are plenty of ways to leave the Grand Cathedral without being spotted, Lord Pressari. You can continue to doubt me, and you can go trust it. I'll put it this way. You are clearly in possession of something incredibly dangerous, and you're making assumptions that I don't already know where your acquaintances are at this moment. I want to help you, but I want to know everything to do so.
And I want to help you. But if you genuinely, as I do, also wish to protect the people who have been caught up in this through no fault of their own, then we must proceed carefully. I think you would agree with that.
So when do I meet them?
If we may presume that the investigations and activities that, for example, my bodyguard Elnar has already undertaken have cast eyes upon us we would rather not have, is there perhaps a smaller chantry somewhere just outside of Val Royal that we could meet at, that we would get at, that would get us out of the city, and perhaps from there set us on our way?
I can arrange that, but the window for this meeting is shortening rapidly, so I would need to meet them now.
We could leave tonight. Will save me some money.
Yes, but I need to meet them now, Foscari. I have other appointments in under an hour, and that's when they'll know I'm gone.
I see. Well then,
we're getting away with this for one specific reason. This is my spa day, and I'm anxious.
Well, I do hate to take your holiness away from her spa day.
I appreciate that.
If you will excuse me for a moment, perhaps I will return with some more people that you should meet.
Absolutely. She nods to the inspector, who nods and goes to the door and opens it to lead you out.
I will walk out. I will walk over to Elnar's room. Does the Lord Inspector follow me?
Yeah.
Okay. Knock on the door. Elnar.
Yes. Sorry. Give me a moment. Let me put on my shirt. And he does. And opens the door, and he looks disheveled. Like he's tired.
Arrange yourself like you're going to meet someone important, and then gather everyone else.
Okay. I'm good. Let's go.
Comb, flap, ready to go.
Couple slaps on the face, brighten up the cheeks.
Gotta get them rosy.
Yep. I think Nora was with me. Where did she go? She's not in her room.
Everyone's in their rooms for the sake of convenience.
Okay.
We'll get to what Kata went through later, but Kata recently got back and is very tired.
Okay. I'm gonna go get Nora first.
The divine in my room?
You said you weren't even using that room anymore.
That's true. I thought it was
the unused room. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because they booked an extra room for Rory.
Elnar,
yes.
If you go get Kata, I will go get Nora. Lord Inspector, Elnar might need a moment of assistance with Kata. We're not quite sure where she's been. Would you mind accompanying Elnar?
I'll simply wait in the hallway here.
Perfect. I will, and so I will go to Nora's room.
Yeah, he's just standing like, in
Yep.
full visual range of all of the doors. That's all he's doing.
Okay. I will knock on Honora's door.
Sure.
She opens it. Hello.
May I come in for a moment?
Yes.
Thank you. And I won't even close the door, but I'm going to put the door between us and the inspector for just a moment.
Mhm.
Say, listen to me very carefully. Whatever you are asked, do not speak of what you know of the bell. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Say you understand.
Just,
If you do not listen, I will leave you here.
mm-hmm.
All right, come on.
I follow him out.
Yeah.
Didn't even have enough time to be like, look at my new outfit.
Knock on Kata's door.
Yeah, come in.
Apparently, we have a very important visitor.
Elnar.
So do you open the door?
If you do you open the door?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Kata.
Mhm.
There, and Elnar sees this too. From like halfway up your torso down about your knees is just a splatter of blood. Kata's been busy.
Kata is also like not paying attention to the door whatsoever. The room is very hot. She is almost totally nude and doing a very intricate Darsam ritual with very intricate knots at this point.
Yeah, as soon as I open the door and see that, I'm gonna slip in very quickly and close the door. Kata, my
Yeah.
Alvashoth friend, I need you to clean up very quickly. We have a very important visitor, apparently, with a Lord Inspector in the hall.
Okay. She immediately, she finishes tying the last knot, immediately goes over to, I assume there's like a wash basin within the room.
Yeah, there is.
And she just starts washing herself off.
Glamour, I'm gonna put something in your journal.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
It's always good to hear.
You had a long
It's
night.
always
You and I will talk about this later because I have so many wonderful questions. And things I want to share with you.
Okay, yeah, sure. Just she like throws clothes on and like doesn't bother to straighten them out, but does like run a hand through her hair.
Permission
It's a
permission to
Fraggle Rock t-shirt.
fix. Can I just fix your just really quick, and I'm just gonna like straighten.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You ran
I should
a
fast forward.
comb. Wait. I want to be clear. Elnar
Mhm.
ran a comb through his hair once, but is fussing over the Canary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
brain just went Fraggle Rock t-shirt, like jorts and like mismatched socks. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Did you see the message?
Yes, I
Clever.
did.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, you feel great. You're on uppers and lowers at the same time. You're like, I am so tired, but I feel the best I've had in a while.
Hast thou reduced the population of the vicinity?
Nami. But yes, you all gather up in various states of dress and anxiousness. And you all like gather up, and in the center, like looking at all the doors, like seeing you all come up, you see the same gentleman as described before. He's like, "Greetings, I am Lord Inspector Marius Vale. I have arrived here with the Divine Victoria to have a meeting with your good friend Basilio here, my lord." And he bows again. And the Divine requested a meeting with the three of you as well.
Okay. Yeah. We hate to keep Her Holiness waiting.
Of course, right this way. Goes over, opens the door, gestures you all through. Look, you're muted.
Basilio will walk in and will introduce people as they walk in behind him.
Hmm?
This is Elnar, this is Kata, and this is Honora.
She just squeaked.
Who apparently should be oiled at some point before the evening is out.
I will say, well, I don't have it because I am laughing at the fucking squeak right now. Eleanor does have the slightest hint of a scowl on his face that I think only Basilio would pick up, and otherwise Eleanor is like really trying to hide it.
Status backstory funniest character. Sorry.
Too real though. This is Michael Jordan.
This is the noise you would make.
This is the most powerful being on the planet. All right, so God fucking broke me. Jesus. The Divine Victoria, is sitting there, same pose as she was in before, looking at the. She was looking out the window, sees you all come in, nods pleasantly. It's like, "Hello to you all. It's a pleasure to meet you." And you see like a look across her face of like, a little bit of wistfulness, seeing this ragtag group of just various sizes and shapes walk through the door. Like, man, I missed that. And she's like, "Please, take a seat." There's like a couch situation and the chair Basilio sitting in, so you can all like sit down and join her. And she looks to the four of you and just like smiles and nods a little bit. She's like, "You look like you've been through so much in a small amount of time, and I can see the trust already. That's good." "It's all right, dear. I'm not gonna do anything. Maybe smile too much and wave." It's okay.
For a moment.
Yeah, I mean, I assume if you were gonna execute us, that would have happened already, so...
No, my dear, I'm not going to execute you.
Well, that's nice. That's pleasant.
Yeah, absolutely. Now then, might I ask, what are your feelings on the current state of the Chantry?
Great.
Indifferent.
The current state of the Chantry? I barely know the current state of the Chantry. She, like, gestures to herself.
Protecting
okay.
us from demons, and it's good.
In my
Definitely good.
experience, the Chantry barely knows the current state of the Chantry. A particularly
Very true.
large political institution full of people. It contains multitudes.
And for that, I'd like to express my gratitude to the four of you, or going through all this to try to go through the most proper avenue you could to make sure this is handled correctly, and I deeply appreciate that. You have in your possession two things that the divines of ancient times up to me till now have only heard of on two scraps of paper.
Mhm.
And with that, I would ask the four of you, what would you like to do with what you know?
Eleanor is going to look to Anora, who's like the most affected person by all of this so far.
Let me venture an answer, and my comrades can add to, subtract from it.
Yeah.
Before you venture that answer, I'd like to hear what they have to say first.
Kinda survive. It seems like some people and some stuff, like a lot of danger. I was the worst student in my class at the Circle of Ferelden, and now like maybe a lot of people want to kill me. So I'd like to not have that happen, and maybe not people. I don't know. I think I'd like to make sure they don't. Yeah. However that can be, done. Sort it out.
Mhm.
Sort of.
Look to Elnar and Kata.
Eleanor is going to look to Kata.
I think I'd have to agree with Honora here. I was a merc, so I'm used to getting into scraps and everything, but I mean, not having more people than usual try to kill me would be nice. I don't... I mean, this is all really weird to be involved in, especially for someone who's not really... I mean, you can imagine never really was involved that much with the Maker or the Chantry. I'd like to not return to some semblance of normalcy, but I guess just avoid being murdered.
Thank you. So you would look to Elnar.
Your question is the thoughts on what I've gone through with all of this.
And what would you like to do with the information that you have?
Most of what I've gone through has been over the last 4 days since we arrived here. I visited the alienage, and while better than what I've heard in some other places, still disappointed. I learned parts of what happened in Orlais regarding the Dales. The only thing that I wish would happen, that I believe is within your power as a public figure, is that you should ask for restoration.
I was referring in regards to the first bell and the codex.
I understand.
Understood. Thank you. By all means, Basilio. My apologies. I wanted to understand them better as well. Yes.
Quite right.
Yes.
I think what these statements begin to point to, you talk about what would we like to do with what we know. We don't know what we don't really know what we know and what we don't know. We have, as you said, these objects which appear out of legend. What I think would be useful in guaranteeing our survival, if not our thriving, says, looking first to the mages and then to Elnar, is understanding.
Absolutely. Because I asked this question, and despite some of you choosing to focus on the other answer that actually does answer my question, she's looking at Elnar, is that some of you would have used this information to completely destroy the Chantry in an instant, if you could. I'll give an example, and I ask this gently. Why don't you have your markings, my friend?
My clan was killed, and it happened on the day that it was supposed to happen, and I had to be the one who buried every single person in our tradition.
Oh, Maker. I'm sorry, Blasphemy.
You're right, my dear. I've said worse things about him many times in my life.
Comforting hand on Elnar's knee.
He kind of takes it away just a little bit. He's just uncomfortable talking about this topic total.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, that's my thoughts. Would I use this to destroy the Chantry? No. From the reading I've done to understand to fit in the cities better, I would like to see somebody added back into the verses. While you have the power to do that, I don't think everyone would accept it, and you would have people trying to murder you.
Far too late for that, I'm afraid.
Well, then Adam. You can't tell, but he folds his arms.
Yeah, like the statement was like.
If I know, the statement very much was, but I'm doing it as well.
Just listening in podcast, you know he folded his arms when he said that.
Yes.
Sorry, bringing it back. If you're seeking understanding, and that alone, I will do everything in my power to help you. As I was discussing with Lord Basilio before you all arrived here, it is very clear that someone wanted his letter to reach me, if anything, to find out what you're trying to do, or understand what this new element is happening here. Because as of this moment, according to reports coming from the Waking Sea, whatever happened in the Chapel of the Sacred Accord is spreading across the Waking Sea and is rapidly turning it red. We don't know what this means. We do not know what's happening. And I don't know. I would like to, but I don't know what the first bell is. I haven't seen it, and I don't know where it is. I have only seen the codex. I don't know where you found the first bell or anything about the location. But from my understanding, there are forces that are interested in what you're doing just because of how the letter appeared, but you're also being pursued by something?
Basilio, is there a way that
Yes.
the Lord Inspector, he looks to the other, wait, he's assuming his bodyguard. I think you called him the Lord Inspector.
He's standing on her left side. He does not look like
he doesn't have any martial prowess, I could tell, but that's so. Is there a
No,
way
I think he does.
he can get out?
I seriously doubt that.
But why would
Victoria, is he trustful in keeping secrets?
That's the divine or her holiness, my friend.
I
She puts her hands up again, like above his chest, like Marius. It's like his feet shift, but he stays stock still. The Lord Inspector was a former member of the Inquisition and worked directly under the Inquisitor on many things. It was a extremely helpful addition when the Inquisition disbanded, that he came to me and asked to continue doing his work.
Elnor's gonna look at Basilio and go like, should we show?
I do not believe that this location is secure for such a thing. But we have discussed a subsequent meeting in a subsequent location.
If there is another meeting to be had, I will not be part of it.
I understand.
So, if there is going to be another meeting, it will be with the inspector, and I do trust him,
Then
and I
we
ask the
shall
four of
go.
you to do so. Very well. Oh boy. Sorry, I say that because I'm thinking to myself. That's not the. Then I was like, well, golly gee, everyone, this has been a right old meeting.
boy!
Oh boy! I believe
did we
we already had a
Um,
squeak. I'm already out of character. But go ahead.
Basilio?
Yes?
What about the man on the ship?
What about him?
Well, if people were trying to come after us, and there's a group of them with a name, I think I wrote down the name. Is that important right now?
I have a sneaking suspicion that if the Dominion feels the
That was-
need
yeah.
to seek out our pirate friend, he already has a list of people wanting to kill him just for the virtue of him being a pirate.
So the divine holds up her hand and says, very quietly, this is what I was mentioning before about telling me as much as you can. The Lord Inspector stands up straight. It's like, the Dominion is a name we've heard. They, if you can imagine a single piece of hay that is rotten in the center of a stack that slowly spreads, that is what they've been doing for many, many centuries.
They have already, at a minimum, killed one person that I'm aware of. I believe they may have been responsible for the discovery of the underground site, as it were. And it is only due to, as long as we are talking religious things, let us call it providence, that the bell is not in their hands.
Well, I thank you for that, all of you.
Basilio, I really think we should show her. If this is in the best interest of telling everything, I think we need to show her.
Well, you've made it clear that we have something to show.
We do.
What?
It might not be the safest, but we need
You are.
we need to.
Do we? Well,
I believe we
guess-
do.
Nora has become the smallest you have seen her.
My friends.
Rata just closes her eyes.
Thanks, God. Jeez. The divine will hold up hands like, my friends, the first thing I need to happen is that the bond of trust you are building continues. If it is this contentious between showing me and not, I'm going to ask that it isn't shown. I understand that you want to, and I deeply appreciate that, but I can wait to be shown, but I will ask under every bit of trust I can wrangle from you all things considered, that the location I do give you, you show it to the Lord Inspector, and he will tell me everything he knows. Can we agree to that?
We
Yes.
can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, if you're seeking understanding, there's one location that they may already know it exists, all things considered, but it's still one of the safest places to dig for information.
Archives?
I have a friend
you're-
who would love you dearly. If you're not lost in a book, you're not comfortable, are you?
What's comfortable?
Being in a book for you, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Debate sometimes.
The inner archive is in the depths of the Dales, actually. It is a theological vault, as it were, and it hasn't been opened, as far as I'm aware, in about 2 ages. I don't know what's in it, and I don't believe a divine has opened that door in a many long time. If you're willing to wait until tomorrow, I am more than willing to give you the key and passage out of the city to go get to it. I will have Lord Inspector meet you there, but we do have other duties to get to and arrangements to make as to why he's not in the Grand Cathedral for the next time, or for the time being.
Cool.
I am going to give the 4 of you my trust. This has not come lightly or easily. It is not coming with threats of violence or action against you. Just an understanding that I want whatever is slowly poisoning an entire sea to end as quickly as possible, as do you, and protecting what you may or may not have to the utmost. Is there anything else you can tell me? Anything about don't have to tell me what it is. Anything about the bell that would allow me to do my own research and digging through the libraries of the divine while I have time to do so.
Nora, what were you told about the bell?
When I found it, the red-haired witch was there, and she said they feared it, and that's why it was not wrong. And then Vival, I think Vival is haunting it and wants it to ring, which seems bad. So, yeah.
Very well. Marius. Yes, Your Holiness. I'm going to have another spa day tomorrow, and I don't care what anyone says. Yes, Your Holiness.
Oh, sounds nice.
They have a spa here, in fact. I have taken up enough of your time, and I must be getting back.
We won't let you down.
I know you won't, my dear. Lord Basilio, I will, depending what you find in the archive and report back, then we may be able to put more political weight into what you're doing.
Understood.
Telling people that we're looking into it and saying we're beginning the process of maybe having a solution versus we have an idea and we're going to work on it. But for right now, the people are scared enough without the chantry going, let's see what we can do. Prayers are only going to do so much, but we're going to make sure they pray as much as they can. And as far as the Seekers are concerned, the Dominion has been playing with them, according to reports, and things aren't going well. Otherwise, I might give you that title. But for right now,
I trust that should we come back with information that points us to a potential solution that we could then effect for you, you are creative enough to find a way to smooth that road for us.
I can. You'd be surprised how much political capital you use unwillingly when a dear friend just names you the divine. If you need anything before you leave, the Lord Inspector will provide it for you. But I must be going. She stands up slowly.
Basilio will
What's it-
stand and she stands.
She actually puts her hand up and asks you, like just you to sit down. It's like, and then she bows to the four of you, and then stands up straight. Thank you for everything you're going to have done and are about to do. Thetis owes you thanks. It owes you its thanks, even if it doesn't know yet. She nods to the inspector, who nods back, and she proceeds to leave the room. He did not hear that. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, Elnar is going to go hug Basilio really tight.
Let go of me right now.
And he does. There's little tears forming in his eyes. Sorry.
I will be back first thing in the morning. The Lord Inspector bows and then leaves the room.
All right. Everyone take a breath.
Okay. Woo! Wow. Whoa. I was so embarrassing.
Just a
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
normal person. It's okay.
No. This, like, whoa.
Even I know that's not just a normal person.
I don't know if there's a scoreboard, but top 10 most powerful and around, right? Like ish, maybe 10.
So,
Whoa,
if you
library. Oh,
a few things.
yeah.
We will be leaving tomorrow. If you have anything you wish to do before we leave El Royo, should do it soon. Elnar, the person you have been going to visit in the alienage is apparently plotting the assassination of the Divine, so maybe don't go back to see him again.
Does make some sense, but yes, I will not go talk to him.
Whoa.
There was a moment I was attempting as best I could to contain the amount of information we gave her, because even trusting her, if she or that Lord Inspector, for any reason, decided that they did not want this information to get out, becoming aware that we are in possession of both the Codex and the Bell makes us a one-stop shop. You kill us all, the problem, the scandal, such as it is, goes away. The blood still pours into the sea, but that's a different problem for them to work on.
Right, but they wouldn't. I mean, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't, but she, as she said, didn't know how the letter I sent got to her desk. She doesn't even know who to look for.
Oh.
Sorry again.
If you have questions, if you have questions, if you doubt the things I am saying, by all means, raise your doubts. Just not when we're talking to other people.
But I believe
if you're going to trust me, trust me. If you're not, there's the door.
Elnar stands firm.
Good.
Because I have chosen, mostly willingly, to essentially place my life and the life of my household into the hands of these people for at least the time being.
Then we're the same.
That reminded me, thinking about it, if she doesn't know, we don't know, would another house be trying to go for power?
I don't think this is an Antivan matter. It may involve some Antivans, if this Dominion is as old as they say it is. But
Might involve anybody.
we don't
Yeah.
exactly. We don't know who these people are yet. And until we have a clearer picture, we must presume that even if someone is not compromised, that they may have someone in their orbit who is.
He said they'd been fighting the Seekers of Truth.
Yes. I am trying,
Certainly a thing you would do if you were trying to be a spy. Yeah.
and if we come back with good information from the archive, I am trying to get us some sort of warrant from the church that will allow us to go into other places and ask for information in order to discern the truth of what is going on, because I believe only in that understanding are we going to be able to figure out what the bell is, how to get it away from Enora, and make you all safe.
Right. You're doing so much, and I don't want to be a bother or ask for things, but
What?
if I should have a Templar escort if I'm going to be a Circle Mage.
Honora, that is a problem for another day and another time. and
That's
perhaps
why I was
another year.
bringing it up slowly. I'm bringing it up slowly.
you're-
Also no. Also
You're-
no. Also no.
you're-
Also no. No.
Honora, you're not wrong. But as long as we require a swordsman who may or may not have two brain cells to rub together, we will have to settle for Elnar.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't tell if that was an insult or
come to
compliment.
the that speaks for itself. If we come to the point of asking the church for things, then
If you ask for
an
a
expert in
Templar,
fighting mages would be helpful against
If you
the
ask
people
for a
with-
Templar to follow us around, I will kill both of us.
If we do, unfortunately, have an apostate with us, which would make bringing a Templar along slightly more complicated. However, and whether or not we wish to expand the circle of trust as to who knows what is a much longer discussion and not one I'm willing to
Okay.
have right now.
Okay.
But
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Yeah, you know what, Honora, roll me a perception check. Just real quick. Just something. I haven't even loaded the roll 20 because I knew I was just gonna go talk for the first bit. Just roll it real quick.
Empathy based.
Sure. I'll give it to you.
That's a 17.
Cool. She full clocked the circle of Ferelden bit and then just kind of blinked and then didn't do anything.
Yep.
You might be okay. You were dressed to the nines just now. You don't breed like I'm an apostate on the loose. Not yet. Anyway.
Thank you for listening to The Dark Chant. If you enjoy this story, please make sure to subscribe and review wherever you're listening to our podcast. You can find more of our actual plays on our website at hallowedhavenstudios.com. Please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/Hallowed Haven Studios. Your support helps make stories like this possible.
We may begin in the same room, or we can say all of you went your own ways to do your own things. But you do have essentially this next bit to accomplish anything you would like to go do. Say, talk to someone leading an assassination attempt, or go to the library.
I would like to talk to. Basilia would like to talk to everyone before they leave. Just to get a sense of what everyone's going to be doing.
Absolutely.
So, you have the evening. I have to go apologize to my friend. Then I'm going to set a couple of trails of breadcrumbs for people to follow in various directions so that people do not know where exactly we have gone. If you could tell me what it is you may be planning, that would be helpful.
I've got to go research primal magic, I think.
Library.
Yeah, library.
Okay. We're gonna go to the library.
The mages are going to the library.
I found the best nook.
I'm so shocked. Shocked. This is my shocked face.
Oh, troll.
Well, I just gotta go do something nasty. Why? Get power. Oh, yeah.
Elnar?
I want to go do something you told me not to do,
Why?
so I can lie to him. But I'm also not the best at that, but
So, this is my concern. In that attempting to lie, you will reveal more than you intend.
which is why I said I'm not the best. So I want to go do something that I shouldn't do. I think that what I think I want to say to him is that we are going to I'm going to go to the Dales.
That is where we're going. Maybe don't say that.
Brazilian Forest? I don't know.
Why are you trying to lie to this person?
Because he wants to go kill the person we just met.
Has he tried?
I can tell you that he's actively working on making some weapons.
Perhaps,
Do you?
sorry, Honora, go ahead.
Does he have a chance of succeeding?
No.
Okay, so
Let me tell you something very important about assassins. They only have to be right once.
I don't think he has a chance of succeeding. Whoever he's working with does.
What I might suggest, if Honora knows a library, can find a library for her and Kata to go to, if perhaps you were to go there and investigate a map or two in order to find a number of different destinations you could be headed for.
Well, the next key location would be the Brazilian forest.
So, all right. So,
I also have a
if
list.
if the three of you would go to perhaps do a little bit of research, Elnar, you can take that research and, if nothing else, perhaps the one thing assassins always hate is being discovered. Perhaps if you just tell him, oh, by the way, they know.
Also, here's a list of equipment that we might need going into an ancient ruin and/or cave. I don't know if you guys always carry
Yeah.
tents.
Give that to me.
Okay, here you go.
Nora, you have the best yet worst timing. I love it. The squeak
Okay.
earlier was amazing.
If you put him on notice that they are aware of his plans, you might save a lot of lives, including those of your kinfolk.
It will bolster the patrols and demoralize them, but it will save lives.
When
Right.
choosing between guilt and despair, always choose the guilt.
There was somebody else I talked to there who didn't seem too happy with the supposed leader. More depressed.
All right.
Sorry,
Oh, go ahead.
No, I realize that might not be all that helpful in the situation you're talking about, but it just came to mind. Part of me is just thinking, what if they want to depose their semi-chosen leader?
I would not get myself involved in alienage politics at this point.
I think the fact that we're leaving doesn't really leave me much of an option, but
Well, the fact that we're coming back might make it important.
are we coming back?
If we live
Yeah.
long enough, probably.
I should tell you guys where I was.
I want you to tell me what was going on in your room.
Ew.
Before that, I basically went into the sewers and tracked down and killed some blood mages.
Holy shit.
Uh,
Zoomed again.
Eleanor kind of leans over to Basilio. I think that was number 4? 3 or 4 swears now.
Good for you. Whoa.
Basilio, Elnar's counting now. You should be concerned.
If he's up to 4, he's only got 6 left. I'm not worried.
So we get 9. Once we hear 9, it's like, hey, bud.
All right. I have a shopping list. I have some chores to do. You all have some chores to do. Let's get to them. Kata, you may wish to finish dressing and grooming yourself. Honora, you might want to put on something a little less formal if you're going to be sitting in a dusty library. I need to talk to Elnar for just a moment before you all depart.
I look nice though, right?
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Honora gets
I'm
2
rough.
stun points for towards anything for like the rest of the session. I don't care. I don't anything. Just keep it till the end of the campaign. I don't care. Session next
Absolutely. 2
Yeah.
stun points. Written it down.
Yep. You have confidence points. Oh, that's fun. Anyway, you two leave the room to go freshen up, and we'll get back to you going to the library after you finish freshening up. Continue.
Basilio stands up with his shopping list in his hand. Elnar.
Basilio?
I continue to trust you with my life and the fortunes of my house.
Trust you too. I was caught up earlier in feelings.
It happens. It's all right.
This isn't romantically or anything, but I've known you long enough to feel comfortable saying this. I love you.
I hope you will appreciate that I have lived this sort of life where saying that sort of thing in response would be complicated.
No, I know,
But thank you.
of course. I just, despite having different ideas sometimes, I'm never truly mad.
I want to hear your ideas. We really must work on your sense of timing.
It's never been something I've been particularly good at.
I don't know. Maybe when they put those things on your face. All knowledge will come to you. All right, get out.
And with that, Eleanor is going to leave the room, and he's going to go sit by Kata's door. He's going to wait for her to get out first. He's very concerned about her.
So, this is in terms of time we have. Elnar, were you planning on going to go visit him?
Yeah, I am going to go visit the...
Okay, so we're just gonna have some quick scenes in order. Okay.
My stuff can be reduced to die rolls, whatever you need.
No, it's okay. We're gonna have the scene. It's just like
Okay.
So you're at the door. Katja, you're leaving after freshening up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey.
What
Hey.
was going on in your room?
It was just something that Sala showed me, Darsam. It's a Kunari thing. We tie ropes on ourselves as a form of self-restraint. It helps me calm down sometimes.
You are somehow worse at this than I am, which is concerning in so many ways. You know that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean the blood?
Yes.
Those from the blood mages.
Why
That I
was it
killed.
on the floor of your bed, of your room? You said you went into the tunnels for that.
Yeah, I went into the sewers.
How
They
was
went
it?
on the
Came back?
floor.
It wasn't on the floor.
Yeah.
It was just covering her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I heard. Oh, she was on the floor.
No,
I don't know how I heard it was on the floor though.
no. There's never said the floor.
Irons, you invented.
Anyway,
It's so many things.
so you two head to the library.
Yeah, he's still going like, I don't trust this. Like the Darsom thing, fine, I get that, but like the blood, we're like, that doesn't seem right. Why were you nude?
They don't wear a lot. General rule says, and also you're a former Dalish. Anyway,
We're both comfortable being nude.
we'll unpack that in the epilogue of the season. We have work to do. So you both head to the library. It's open. A bit more people today. Not sure why, but the library is open. What are you both looking for?
Books about primal magic, ancient beings tied to primal magic. I mean, if there's a book about an ancient being tied to primal magic who happened to be sealed under a mountain, that would be great, but
So, if you're looking for only books about primal magic and things that pertain to them, that would be a trip to the White Spire.
the White Spire.
Circle Town.
Okay.
Okay, just making sure you know.
Mhm.
Okay, Honora, you would
Doing
know
that?
that.
Yeah. If you want books on magic, we gotta go where the mages are, and also the
Yeah,
Templars.
so the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a. You know what? Let's just do it. I mean, you
Um,
have to go to the library, so we
I've been
can go
going
to
to
the
other
library
libraries,
first.
like local places. I haven't been to the circle, and like, yeah, she was okay with it. But I look Kata up and down. Could we pass for non-mage scholars of some kind? Like if I throw on something appropriate outfit-wise, and
Yes. Bring Rory.
cool,
Bring your dog.
cool.
But yes, you head towards the White Spire. The White Spire resides over Valio like a spear of pale stone and silver glass. It was once the most politically powerful circle in southern Thetis. It became infamous during the Major Rebellion after Lord Seeker Lambert seized control and violence consumed all of its halls. Thanks to Divine Victoria, or Vivienne, the tower has been restored. And it's much different than it used to be after all of her reform towards mage circles, right? There is mages are allowed to just have supervised movement throughout the city. It's like they would have a Templar probably with them. There are Templars present, but they're not as nearly as openly hostile towards anybody. It's more like an academy rather than confinement. And pretty much any sign of prison walls or bars or anything have been completely removed and replaced with glass windows to allow more light, natural light into the building. It looks far less like a prison and more like the actual beautiful tower it was supposed to be. There are nope, that's something. Maybe you'll see it. All right, but yeah, it's daytime. There are Templars patrolling. There are a few at the door. The doors are open and people are going in and out. It all depends on how subtle you're trying to be right now. If you're just walking in,
Yeah.
I mean, stealth isn't really our strong suit. Not the 7'6" Kunaris.
Or the 6'4".
History of the.
are you going with them? Are you going to the alienage?
No, I'm gonna go to the alien edge. I already have an
Okay.
idea of where he'll say they'll
Cool.
go.
Good.
The city that's currently spilling blood into the sea is on the south of Navarra, north of the what's the sea called?
Yes, the Waking Sea. It's in the north.
The Waking Sea. Cool. We are scholars looking into history of the Waking Sea.
Yeah,
Sure.
that works.
Yeah. You know what?
A couple
Yeah,
of
no one
academics.
No one questions you as you go into the library. Okay.
Delightful.
Yes. The dog's helping. He's answering all the questions. He's the greatest subterfuge. He's the best at subterfuge among you. Oh, good boy. You guys are like, perfect. Now we can look at the books. All
This is
right.
my
So we
bodyguard.
have primal research and primal being research. So the lower halls contain libraries. You see some alchemy chambers, some chanting workshops, and literal just magical classrooms that are much more vocal. There are elves, plenty of humans. You see a few dwarves that are helping with some things. You do see a few Kunari in here. It is, despite some Templar kind of confusion as to why maybe, but you have heard rumors that it's not just reforming the circles. It's things are going to change and you're going to like it. And if you don't, fuck off. That's how the Divine Victoria is kind of working right now. As far as like, why haven't you handled the elves? Because I'm fucking with too many things at the same time. But we have the libraries, which there's quite a few of them on the lower floors. And they are vast, full of dusty tomes, scrolls, a few like areas of just maps and stuff like that. You see there's an express like library of different potions so you can see what it looks like before you try to make one. Welcome to the center of mages attended with the chantry in Thetis, right? Other than fucking Minrathis to the far north. So we have someone looking for stuff about primal magic. What are you looking for, Nora?
I said it before, and I think I was in the wrong library, so I'm going to try and look here. I'm looking for magical, like, scholarly discussion on creation myth and the Maker and the tainting of the White City, the Black City, first Darkspawn. That, like, what do people think the Maker's deal really is? Who are the big voices on that?
Sure. All right. Both of you make me rolls. We're gonna go with perception. And go with some communication too for both of you.
Okay. I have
alright,
cunning
so-
research. Can I use that?
Yes, you can.
So
Oh, yeah,
perception
use-
and communication.
No, cunning and communication. That's my bad.
Okay.
If you have a higher perception, Kata, and you just want to look for the books that look far older and a little dustier and probably have ancient shit in them. I don't know how many libraries Kata's been in their life, but
Not many in their life.
yeah.
I will go with cunning and then communication.
Mhm.
Okay.
Tell me what you
I
get,
just-
guys.
16 research, 15 communication.
17 for cunning and for let me look where my communication stat is. My communication is 0. We'll see what happens.
You do great though. People understand what you're trying to say at all times. I'm going to kill you.
Kata! So 17 for cunning and 14 for communication.
Okay.
Also, point of order.
mhm.
I got 2 4s and a 3, which gives me some stunt points. I can use that to have my research time.
Okay.
So I'm on it.
No,
Yes,
no,
I'm listed.
your facial expression was so excited. I look at her. It's like, yes.
I could use a mechanic.
Yeah. Sorry guys, we had a long talk today. All right. I don't know how to phrase this. For Honora, given how long you've been in the circle and around the chantry, you are able to do a deep dive into how people view creation myth. Anything about the Black City or the Darkspawn, it is just rehashing what you know. It is common knowledge about these things. Any deep dark lore that can be found about it, or any deep secrets, won't be found in these libraries, but you are able to reaffirm everything that you know. If you want to have like an
Mhm.
additional search that you want to do, think of it right now. But as far as what people think of the maker, he's fucking great. Like, as far as creation myth is concerned, he started. Thanks, man.
I think,
Like,
yeah,
well, no,
jumping
I was
off
gonna
of... Sure.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
just going to
jumping
say,
off of
jumping
creation.
off of creation myth.
Mhm.
Creation magic, specifically. Like, let's get some of the... That's the primary school of magic that I practice. Is, like, creation. So, do people feel like that was connected to the maker and the creation of the world? Are there... Or is this just like... Yeah, positivity. Making things. Something out of nothing.
If
Magic of the
you
Big
think-
Bang.
Right. The creation magic itself is just part of, like, essentially the weave of magic that surrounds the world. And people would view that as maybe the maker was kind enough to allow us to touch upon that a slight bit. Like this is part of what the maker is allowing us to do through his own will, right? We are reaching through his will to allow us to do this kind of thing. But it is a specific school of just magic itself. It's just another toolbox into it, right? It's not considered divine, but it is considered like, hey, he was nice enough to let us give it a shot,
Gotcha.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. If you have any other things you'd like to ask, because you rolled real good, I'm gonna go to the primal stuff.
Yeah.
Primal magic is as you're digging through, and you got a pretty good roll, considered probably the most simplistic school of magic. The research into how primal magic works is more of like further applications, but the school itself is very straightforward. I'm gonna make lightning, I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna pick up this rock with my mind and I'm gonna throw the rock. I'm gonna make fire, I'm gonna throw the fire. This water is gonna come out of this river, I'm gonna throw it. Then you have like, I want ice spires. I want rock people. I want to be covered in armor that's made of rock. I want to have lightning swords. I want to have fireballs coming out of my mouth. And then the refinement gets deeper and deeper, because that's how mages are. Like once you discover a school of magic, you want to know what you can do with it. The source of the magic itself is viewed as just a raw core part of how the magic weave works. So you're just messing with the elements themselves. The elements are already there. The magic is allowing you to fuck with it. But with any most schools of magic, but it's considered the most simplistic. Digging deeper into that, honestly, people are just like, and then it starts going into creation and the other forms. Like that's where entropy and all those other forms, like the more esoteric ones, and like what else can we do with magic starting to get like healing. That's slightly considered divine, but it's also just manipulating the matter of the thing to get it back to what it was before. So once people understood primal, they started going other paths. But people, as far as they're concerned, understand what primal magic is. Now, what did you get for your cunning?
Me?
Yes.
17.
Yeah, but all the primal stuff is pertaining to you. So 17. As you're digging, the primal magic, however, isn't like creation and all the other ones, because there is also the idea, and as you're digging through the idea of just how the elements work, there's also old legends of like what, like if the maker made us, what made the thing that made the maker put us on there? Like what made Thetis? What made the world that we're on? And that digs into much older tomes that are faded and hard to read. Do you speak Dwarvish?
I do not speak Dwarvish.
They are written in Dwarvish.
I'm gonna go find someone who can speak Dwarvish.
Roll me. No, there are a few people around that do speak Dwarvish. Oh fuck me. You see. God damn it. Sure. Let's just do this. Sorry, everyone. One moment. We're just gonna go here.
Oh no, he's setting up a battle map.
Close. I'll do that. Sure. You see an older human man just slowly putting books back. He's probably in his like late 60s, long beard tied off at the bottom, but it's kind of like also tucked into his belt because he doesn't want to clip it down. He's been taking good care of it. And he's been like, he's putting the books away. I help you.
Yeah, I'm researching, I'm doing some research, and I came across a tome that's written in Dwarvish, and I, unfortunately do not speak that language, even though I'm learning it.
Yes, Dwarvish, just give me a moment. I can take care of it for you. Now, let me just see this tome. It's these tomes here. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, those ones.
Let me just get my spectacles. Perfect. So worth it. Oh, excellent. Now, this is quite old indeed. Oh, it's a massive cloud. I should learn not to do that. One of these days, let's take a look-see. Oh, this is very old indeed. Now, let's see how well I understand it while the DM makes this roll. Oh, well. Yes, this is very old. I think we might have gently acquired it from an old dwarven tig, if anything. It's speaking of... it's the dust. It's speaking of titans. Yes.
Titans.
Yes. There's not much to read. It's very, very old, and the handwriting's terrible. They must have been a cook.
Okay,
That was purely for Virens. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I guess... Are you aware of other books written about Titans that would be in this general area?
The Titans are a myth. A dwarven myth. If you want more about Titans, you're gonna have to go to perhaps Orzammar. You'll have to find one of the older dwarves, probably not a surface one either. You need to go to the old dwarven archive to learn anything about them. Why do you ask?
Oh, just curiosity. Stumbled upon a few things in my research. My partner and I are primarily checking out the Waking Sea. There was a scholar who referenced something regarding dwarven myths.
Oh, Do you have a name you could attribute to it? I could perhaps research the name.
Kata, I assume there have been scholars that have been referenced in the books that I've been reading.
Yes. They aren't dwarven scholars specifically.
They aren't dwarven scholars.
That's one thing
Kata's-
dwarves don't really do.
They have an incredible
That's-
bureaucracy, though.
It's,
Can't remember the name at the moment. Let me go find the book.
of course.
Cool. I'm going to wander off.
He follows.
She looks back at him. Give me a moment. Wait here. And she's going to continue off.
Where's
she's
she
gonna
going?
she's gonna look for Honora, basically. And just be, and she's actually gonna look back at the guy, be like, I actually just remembered something I have to check in with my research partner for. It's just bureaucratic jargon. You wouldn't be interested.
Very well. You take the book with you.
Do I take the dwarven book with me? I mean, is he like wanting to hold on to it, or did he like
No,
just
he
set
wants
it
to
down?
help you. He didn't. No, that book's heavier than he is.
Okay, yeah, no. She's gonna go find Honora.
You see
She's
Honora.
gonna go find Honora.
Yeah.
So I did learn a couple of things. How's your research going?
What time is it? Oh, it's going good.
Yeah.
I mean, sort of good. Not great. Bad. What did you find?
It's about the Titans.
It's a Titan.
Old dwarven myth, really old. Like, if you want to learn more about it, you have to go to Orzammar. Old.
Cool. I've never been to Orzammar. Right. Mission. Orlay. Okay.
Honora, roll me a cunning check.
Happily. Does
Mhm.
this count as research or arcane lore?
Both.
Delightful. So 13.
Really?
I did not roll great.
All right.
13 is
you know
still
what?
decent.
Nah, plot. Anyway, you've heard about the Titans once, only because you've read so many fucking books in your life. It was literally a creation myth about who gave birth to the dwarves.
Oh, hang on. I have it.
You don't have the book on you. it's
Oh,
right
I was-
here.
I was reading through creation myths.
No, it
I was
wouldn't
like,
be in
that's
the.
not
It
important,
was
that's not important.
no. It would be in a
Okay.
book that you read in the circle. None of the books you went
Gotcha.
through have ever mentioned Titans because they're specifically about the Maker
Ooh.
and that
Okay.
line of creation magic. Creation of the dwarves is something you've only heard about in a passing story in a very old tone.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, creation of the dwarfs. Yeah, what about them? It's just that you found a book about.
Also, do you happen to speak Dwarvish?
No.
Unfortunate. So she is going to, Kata's just gonna kind of sigh. Well, God, life is complicated and weird.
What? You found a book about the Titans. It's in Dwarven.
It's in Dwarvish. There's this nice old scholar who's helping me translate it.
Okay.
It's,
Good.
yeah, he wants to continue helping. I should probably get back to him.
Why did you come to
Actually-
me? Sounds like you're killing it.
Yeah, I wanted to check in with you. Make sure that you don't get so lost in books that you forget to breathe.
No, I learned to breathe and read at the same time pretty early.
Good.
I only passed out like 4 or 5 times. It's been like years.
Honora
And it's
learning her
mostly
basic
'cause-
letters was a nightmare.
It's mostly because I was, I've been awake for 36 hours in a library before. So maybe that wasn't passing out because I forgot to breathe. It's just passing out because I was,
Do you make your way
Good
back
luck.
to him?
Yeah, I do.
So, the book is right there. He's waiting patiently. Did you discuss anything?
My partner, she's really wrapped up in her own research. Things are not going great for her right now. I'm probably gonna have to check in with her again to make sure that she doesn't pass out. Not from like health
been there
issues.
many
You know
times.
how it is.
I very much do.
Yeah. So about the Titans. So I'd have to go to Orzammar, talk to somebody talk to one of the older dwarves.
Well, if you can give me a name or anything I can research here around these old tomes, I can get started.
I will. Back to an earlier question. So, just about creation myths involving the dwarves. There any names there regarding those books that I've been?
Creation myths of the dwarves, not in the primal magic books you've been reading have been mostly in just plain common. Right?
Yeah.
So everyone
Yeah.
these are like research documents and stuff like that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't remember. I couldn't find the name I think I stumbled across earlier. I might have been wrong, honestly. It was a line from primal magic to. I fell down an entire rabbit hole because somebody who was researching the Waking Sea had started to mention primal magic because of the whole elemental nature of things. I don't have a name for you, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm gonna have you roll. You do have a name.
I do?
Its name.
Oh, God, I do have a name. I'm not gonna tell him the name. It'll probably kill him. He's old.
You have a name.
That is true. I'm not speaking the name. I know what'll happen, and I would rather not potentially kill this old scholar. But you wanted me to roll.
No, I want you to decide how you want to say the name.
I don't say a name, I don't think, because again, that has just ended badly all the times I've tried to do it. I do say, so, there is, I was reading a tome a long time ago that I don't remember the exact nature of, that mentioned a being of sorts that was related to primal magic. If you can find any tomes related to beings that were sealed, essentially, trapped.
That could take me the rest of my life and yours, unless we have a start.
This is.
I'll say this. I'll say this. If you have something, one thing is I don't know much about you. I'm going to make some assumptions. That's okay. But names have power. And if you don't try to focus that power, if you just try to say it, then bad things can happen. But if you focus, perhaps.
Okay, I am going to focus on the name, and I am going to focus on sort of keeping that power that radiates from it from just exploding outward. I want to say the name, but I don't want it to explode outward like it usually does in like several thousand thunderclaps.
Roll me a willpower, and the focus will apply, and a magic check.
21 for willpower. And magic? Does primal apply?
Yeah, it does. It very much does.
15 for primal.
Got you. So you hear him say that and you're like, okay, all right. And you speak the name, and a few things happen that Anora, you hear just in the library, and there's like maybe 30 people in here, you hear a few things: a blast of wind, a thunderclap, and a name. The older man in front of you, smiling, has his hands clasped, that beard that was like tucked in, and his hair just got blown back, his glasses kind of go askew, and he's like, oh, goodness. The name you speak, I am going to put it in the proper location so I don't forget it. Here it goes. Copy. I am not going to keep it in my personal notes because that's not where it belongs for the players. That doesn't help at all. The name you hear and say is Gemferal. And you feel all of that primal magic that's been inside you this entire time bubble. And you hear probably the closest thing to what sounds like thunderclaps grinding on stone, and it sounds like a laugh. Finally.
So that's the name. Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if I'm going to find that in a tome anytime soon, but I can start looking.
I'd appreciate it.
You hear the stomping of some feet in the distance.
And also Honora's coming.
I'm gonna
You hear
beat
the-
feet in the other direction.
It's in the far, far distance. You have a second, but you hear the pitter patter of tiny feet and stomping of heavy boots in the far distance.
What the frick
yeah,
was
I'm
that?
just. Let's just. Do you still need anything here?
Can I say yes? Or do we have to run?
No.
Yeah. So why did you ask me?
So we see a brief Scooby-Doo moment as the older man puts his hair back up, tucks his beard back. Didn't even ask my name. Rude. It starts putting books back because they all fell on the floor. It's gonna be there the rest of the day. Anyway, y'all make your way back. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Hey, Basilio.
Yes.
You arrive at your good friend Bonnie's place. The good Belladonna Silks. Now, as you enter, there is no business at the moment. It is dead quiet. Kind of at like the very front, like bunch of silks laid out on a table and a couple of diagrams. You see Bonnie like leaning on the table, like rubbing her forehead as you enter.
If I came in on my knees in like a hair shirt, would that be sufficient penance?
I do not blame you. I feel like I didn't get sloppy, but I also feel like that man really knows Valero.
It's all right.
I apologize. I wasn't.
No.
I thought I had a few moments of time, but it was very much opening the door and then Haldar Constorming going, "May I have a moment of your time?" And I should have said no.
We both were caught a bit flat-footed by his level of skill. Something I will endeavor not to happen again. But I wanted to come by to apologize
Don't
and
need to
to
apologize.
get your advice on something.
Always.
If I wanted to book passage out of the city, or say several passages out of the city, to whom would I speak?
Are you running, friend?
No, but I also do not care to be followed. And so I wish to give the appearance that I have gone in several directions at once.
There is a person I can point you to, but well, you'd have to. He works in favors, and if you're trying to just, I'm not sure you'd want to owe him anything. But Edric. You've heard the name in passing. There are smugglers, and then there's just the downright scum of the earth. Edric's the latter. But he's extremely good at what he does. He runs the Vale's Curiosities out of the Scholars Row. It's like you have the White Spire and Scholars Rows directly in front of it for all the mages to get their stuff and things. He hasn't been the same since the Major Rebellion and his wife passed, so he's gotten worse. He's definitely going to be able to help you, just it's not going to be a question of manipulating him. It's just being, yes, sir.
I think I can work with that.
Okay. And your people are very sweet, and I didn't meet the fourth, but Elna seems like a wonderful individual, but it is very much, if he says anything, slap him.
I'm going to have Meanswell tattooed across his forehead.
And it just, especially for young Honora, that's little sweet bean. Just no weakness. She will write out she'll write like an effectively the closest thing that Dragon Age ever came to thieves' cant. What I am going to do, and while I do owe you a life debt, I'm pretty sure that this cuts it in half. Especially if you're just trying to get out as soon as you can. Is
Yes.
that I will owe him the favor for now.
No.
No, Basilio, I don't know what you're into, but if they're coming in saying, give me that or die, you have plenty on your shoulders as it is.
Let me
Please.
Let me worry about me.
Please. It's for now, and we can exchange later if we can, but please.
I placed enough people I care about into peril lately, but really don't have time to worry.
Thank you. It's very much Bonnie owes you a favor. Get out. As quick as you can.
We will.
Sorry, Valrayo has gotten, after Lambert, much darker than it was years ago.
We will be gone with the morning. Hopefully, I will see you again soon.
I can't wait. But in the meantime, goes underneath your desk, pulls out a small glass bottle of like crystal clear, and it's just a bright amber.
Mm-hmm.
The drink I promised you. Like puts it in your palm.
Ah,
Have this sip before you go. It'll make you feel better.
I'm
For most of the day.
Noted. Keep your eyes
open.
open.
And also, the next time you come around, use the back door.
Understood.
Yeah. And as you be making your way, where would you like to go next?
I'm gonna go find this Edric person. Vale's Curiosities.
As you enter like Vale's Curiosities, it is on the Scholars Row. It is you have like massive bookstore, teeny tiny little curiosity shop. It is like the windows are crooked, the sign's crooked. Vale's Curiosities, and it's like dangling on the sides, like in the wind. You can see it had beautiful filigree and painting before. Must have been a while since that was updated. The door is also crooked. And you can see it was painted over, but there are marks that the door was just kicked the fuck open at some point in the past as you enter. The inside of the store is cramped with just tomes, various knickknacks that look just old and ancient and could possibly look like artifacts of some sort. You see some Dalish stuff in there, Kunari and other things, just odd little bits and pieces. It is very much as a curiosity shop, and maybe there's something magical in here. Who's to say? You see kind of seated at like a small desk where he just kind of does his business, a smaller human man, black hair, scruffy beard, like glasses down as he seems to be going through like a book or something like that. You do see he has his sleeves rolled up, and you do see old scars lining his arms. And he just has straight up bags under his eyes, and you see like the restless foot syndrome going on his left leg as he looks up. Good day.
Good day.
How are you?
I am looking for and he's going to play the complete bumpkin for a moment. He's going to look back at the piece of paper. Edric?
Found him. How can I help you? Yeah. Sorry. Long day. No.
I have been told I should give you this.
Sits up straight, folds the book, like note in the book, and kind of slides it on the desk, stands up. How many and how soon?
Tomorrow morning, there will be a chest by the stables of the Gilded Swan. It will be somewhat heavy. It needs to go to Tharavalon. It should not be opened at any time.
Very well.
That's all.
Farther than I usually go.
I was given to understand that you would be compensated for your trouble.
Oh, she'll owe me. Very well.
Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah. You just go on your way then?
Yeah, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy a big trunk and I'm going to fill it with rocks and put a good lock on it and cut a few holes in the side. Small holes.
You got it.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Alienage. Just another day. It must be Monday. All right. Elnar,
Yes.
what's the plan?
I think I will probably have stayed in my clothing without weapons and gone to the alienage.
Mhm.
And I am gonna go find Xandrius? What's his name? Yeah, I'm gonna go find him.
Yeah, he's just at his home. You see that he has like 10 quivers full of arrows, just like propped up against the wall. And you see him like actively crafting bows as you approach.
I see the guards still hasn't stopped you.
I don't see. Well, the arrows on the inside of his house.
I know.
To be clear. Okay.
No, I
Right.
know.
Okay. Yeah, he's just at his table, just like, I don't see why they would. I'm doing my thing here.
I have some news to share.
Oh? Oh, I have news as well if you want to hear it first.
Oh, I do.
Excellent. Well, if you're willing to travel with me tomorrow, what markings would you like? It'll take us a few days to get there, but I know somebody is willing to do them for you.
Markings of the god of vengeance. God of the sun.
Very well. Yeah, it's going to take us a few days to get there. There's a nice little quiet spot just south of the mountains. There's a few
Where
of
are
us
you
there
going?
that are
Where are we going?
to a quiet spot outside of the mountains. It's a few days ride.
Is this in preparation? And he's gonna kind of like look to the quivers and bows.
Yeah, I'm making a delivery. I didn't think you'd come back, to be honest. I assumed you had your own things that you're going about that you had to be super secretive about still. Talking about, do I know any people on the high up?
Well, my contacts came through. Well, my friend's contacts came through. In a way.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
So I have met with high up. Someone. Well, they pointed me into the direction of Pharrell. Suggest I go talk to some Dalish there, and also to go check the library out in Ferelden as well. That circle of mage I have.
Well, if I know anything about them, they don't like us very much, so you got those markings, they
No.
probably let you in.
No, but I do have a friend who is going to be going there. So I don't need to go in. But in Ferelden, figured I might be able to go to the Scari Forest. Or Basilian Forest, sorry. That was an out of character thing, like I meant Brazilian.
The Brazilian? I haven't been there since I was a tyke.
I've only
A lot
heard
of bad,
legends,
only bad things happen down there.
which is why I'm surprised I was pointed in that direction as well. Apparently they have some history there I should check.
So you won't be
Heard-
going with me?
Well, I don't know. Part of me is thinking of going to the Dales as well. But
Elna, I have a
first-
question for you.
Well,
Elna,
can I tell you my news?
Elna, this is a one-time thing. Do you want to go with me and receive the thing you came to me asking for in the first place? I don't mind if you want to go off globetrotting and stuff like that. But it does raise the question why you came to me in the first place, just to tell me that you were going to go fuck off.
I
I have
still
someone who's
respect-
willing to do that for you, but by all means, I'm sorry. He's just like finishes doing one bow. I'm busy and I have a short amount of time.
I understand. This is a very labor-intensive project.
What'd your
I'm gonna,
contact say?
I'm gonna tell you the news I heard.
Mhm.
Somebody Very unsurprisingly, mind you, but apparently they're pretty close to killing the Divine.
Good.
I heard it was from somebody in the alienage, if you can believe it.
I can.
Now, I don't suppose, you being as influential as you are, would know, because I'm curious. I want to meet them. I think it's such a good goal.
You all right, ass, when you're trying to be coy, boy. It's me.
I know.
Then what are you trying to do here, Elnar? Why walk your ass back here?
Again, I respect you.
That wasn't a show of respect.
I respect you, and I am warning you. They know. If you
Good.
want to keep yourself and our kind alive, I suggest you do not follow through. They know.
I think this is a question that's been asked of you recently. And he stands up, puts the bow on the wall. Where have you been, Elnar?
Valviren and in my own head.
Yeah, well, I suggest you pull your head out of your ass, because if you think this is living, you're mistaken.
I don't think it's living. What I think you are doing, especially now that it's known, is stupid. Pack up your shit and leave. Become what we once were. Travel. Learn.
Become what we
regain
once
our
were.
history.
Regain our history? Travel. What we
Or-
once were, Elnar, is a civilization that had cities, wonders, magic. And if we play our cards right, we can build those cities again. You are one of those that are content with being a roving, traveling band and talking about how honorable it is to be a nomad. We weren't nomads. That wasn't our history, boy.
I know our history. I know we had a civilization. I know what happened in Arlathan. I know what happened in the Dales. What I'm saying is we could do that. We could travel. Or you could pack up your shit, start making that city. Go to the Dales, go to the Arlathan forest.
And you think they're going to
Reclaim.
allow us to do that?
If you plan on killing her, what makes you think that you can't stop them? Why can't you stop them?
First, we prove that we can.
Prove that you can defend yourself first.
Says what? You? You can defend yourself? Is that what your family did?
I can defend myself. Don't
So you
dare.
So dare
my
what?
fucking
What, your clan? The one that's gone? Why are you tattooing vengeance on your face, boy? Because it feels good? No, because you can't forget. You won't forget burying those bodies. Did they stop that from happening? No, they reveled in it. They don't fear us. We start building that city, they'll burn it to the ground.
What happened?
We even
to
began
Demerol?
to conglomerate. They slaughter us. We walk through past their cities and they put us down. She's not going to help us. She's not going to help this alienage. She even said it's a plan for the future. She had a whole announcement speech. But first, let us get comfortable. Their mage and Templar rebellion burned us. And all they did was say sorry. You're talking about just fucking off. We won't.
Why not fuck off?
What do you think the Dalish have been doing for the past centuries?
Fuck off and settle. That's what I'm telling you to do. Fuck off
And they'll
out
burn
here
it to
and
the
settle.
ground. Were your family sitting down
Why-
for a while?
Why
Were you
let-
still for a moment? What did they do? Fucking look me in the eyes and tell me what they did when you settled for a night.
Can I punch him?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
You don't have to roll. You punch him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna punch him.
Cool.
Stop mentioning my fucking family. Focus on what
I've
I'm
seen it
telling you.
together, child. I am. Why don't you focus on what I'm telling you? I'm gonna keep bringing up your family till you answer the fucking question, or you can keep avoiding it like you seem to like to do. Get the fuck out of my house. Tell them I told you to do it. Tell them we're coming. It doesn't matter. If not her, somebody else. As many high-tiered officials as we can until they learn to fear us and respect that we're not going anywhere. Until we have a place we can safely be and they leave us alone. I'm not talking the middle of the woods or a fucking desert or wherever bumfuck place we can find to be quiet for a moment until they come to slaughter us. Get out.
Just as bad as them.
Say that again and you'll be dead before you leave this building. Get out.
Believe.
If you really think I'm as bad as them, he's yelling out the door. Why don't you put my eye back in its socket? They did that for fun. All right. So,
Happy ties and good thoughts.
Damn.
As you head back to the Gilded Swan and everyone comes together for the evening, you all catch each other downstairs as you all kind of get back together. Various things have happened throughout your day. You better believe it, they're serving goose, and it's another hot meal for dinner. You'd think they'd run out of goose eventually, but it might be just because they hate goose with the name Swan. Who could say? But it is another hot meal as everyone contemplates the things that have happened in the day, and you get ready for the adventure in the following day. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you for listening to The Dark Chant, a Dragon Age tabletop RPG actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. GMing for this actual play is provided by Grizz. Kata is played by Glamour. Basilio is played by Bookkeeper. Honora is played by Overthinker. Elnar is played by Virens. Our intro music is provided by Shahid Mostafar. Editing is done by Virens.